What you see out laid before you is today we are not sanding. We are going to be experimenting with how much red we want to mix in with this black to see how much flake we want in there. We don't know how much, we don't know how little or how much we want in there yet. So we're going to start off with roughly what we think is a quarter of a tablespoon or teaspoon, and then we're going to mix it into here, mix it in, spray on one of these cards on top of the black to see, let it dry, see if we like it, go look in the sun, and we'll see if it's enough, and if it's not, we will put a little bit more. We'll go to a full teaspoon, and then we'll just try it again. Mix it up, spray onto the other half of the card, go out there, look at it again, and try it again. So give me a minute and we'll go ahead and get it mixed up and show you that process. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and mix this in, as I dropped a little bit on the thing, but that's okay. And I don't have a real paint mixer, but that's what I got sticks for. The paint was already mixed at the store, so we don't have to worry about that. We only bought this earlier today. So we're going to go ahead and mix this up really good for a few minutes. Mix it into, we're going to use a smaller spray gun so that we're not spraying a whole bunch. And then we will be on our way. Ooh, that tint is looking kind of good. Let's go look at it in the sun real quick. And so far it's got a nice little tint to it. Might not be enough. We'll definitely probably end up putting more in there. I can see that now already. But we'll go ahead and start with where we're starting and go from there. So 1 full teaspoon per pint. Alright, so we've changed our mind. We're just going to go ahead and do 1 full teaspoon per pint. So, because that didn't look like it was going to be nearly enough. I do want some, but I don't want enough to, I don't want it so little to the point to where you barely see it. But I do want it to where when you're looking at it in the shade, you don't see it in the shade. But I don't want it, you know, immediately noticeable to where it just stands out at all points. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and close the lid and shake it up that way. It'll be a lot faster. So we'll be right back. Alright, so we got our little spray gun used for fixing small repairs. We're just going to go ahead and do a quick spray and over the black because that's what we're painting the car. Well, let's just do it is not exactly a happy sounding little gun now, is it? Maybe I should go ahead and reduce it just a little bit. But alright, so we'll let that sit and dry for a minute and go look at it outside. Well, we have the paint piece out here. It's not gonna do it now. The last one, we're redoing this because the last one came out a little sideways, but we don't have exactly enough flake in there. There is some, but it's not what I was looking for. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more into the mix. I'm trying not to do too much because you can't exactly go in there and peel the flake out, obviously. So we're gonna go and mix a little bit more in there and try again. Okay, so now we have our 2 teaspoons full of House of Kolor red flakes f20 into the black. I'm going to put some reducer in it. Maybe that'll help keep it from being so splotchy when it goes out the gun. It's not going to make a difference anyway. Well, it will make a difference because it's an 8 to 1 mixture. So, next we need a new filter, and that's going to be skip it. We're going to skip the filter, which is what we're not supposed to do, but we're going to do it. That came off a lot cleaner than it did last time. So, lost my top. There it is. Excuse me. All right, let's go give it a try. I'm gonna let that flash for a few minutes, and then I'll put another quick coat on it, and then we'll try it again. Okay, we're gonna go for a quick coat number 2. Alright, I'll let that one dry also for a quick few minutes, and then we'll check it out in the sun, and then we'll see if we'll try for a third coat or not. That white base came out like we saw in the store. So I might have to do another, I'll do another coat. I'll let this dry further, but I'll do another coat on this to see if that red shows up like it does on the bottom. But it probably won't, because this is more of a white than you got your gray, and then obviously on top of black. But there will be, probably might have to go in more if I wanted to get it to show up like it is on the white. But first we'll try to do another coat once this one cures here in a minute, or flashes here in a minute, and then we'll try to, if we have, whoa, hold on a second, see if you can see that in the sun like that.
Straight black.
No.
When you hold it up, it's straight black.
Alright, we're going to try what would be theoretically the third and final coat and see how much more we can get it to stand out, if it will, because it is standing out better on the white obviously than it is the black. So we'll give that a few minutes to flash off, and then we'll see how that looks. All right, so we have this one with 3 coats on it. It's got a lot of depth to it and a lot more black with the red in it. I'll kind of try to move it to see if you can capture it. Or here, you move it around. Okay, now this one we have with 1 coat on the top, 2 coats on the bottom, and I think we're going to use it so that when we go with the 2 coats on the black, it's going to look a lot better. It's going to give us some depth that we're looking for with just the right amount of the red flake in it and not being overpowering. So we're going to go with 2 tablespoons per pint. We don't quite know what the math is on that just yet. So what we come down to is we're probably going to do 1 coat of black with 2 coats black with the red in it, and then 1 first coat of clear with the red in it. Then we're going to go clear with nothing in it to protect everything else, to give us the depth with the red flake in it that we're looking for. So that is what our goal was for today. I'm getting out of the sun because it's hot, but that is all we're doing for today. We've come to our conclusions of what we're looking for, Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.